Alright guys, let's start this video here. We're at Hookup Corner and we're back again at Hookup because we're back on the sign doing the graphics for it. Not as easy as you think, but Martin's on it, getting used to it now. We're connected up here to the sign, connected via LAN cable, but it's not on the internet. It's just the way it goes. But what we're going to do in this video is we found an amazing fish and chip shop right in the centre of Pattaya. Pretty sure a lot of you are going to be interested in this one. Also, then after the fish and chips, we're going to go to Bubpha Bar and we're going to give you an update on the new bar. Right, Martin.
The controllers are fitted into the screen. So what it does is you do the graphics on the computer and then you kind of link to the controllers and then you send all the information up to the LED and then you can connect the computer and just take that away, and then the thing with the internal memory will remember everything. Now today what we're trying to do is put some graphics up for Songkran. Now the issue is we still haven't figured out what the correct dimensions is for the screen. We need to do some tests. We done one last week that was just a little bit too short, and the actual the screen details are not correct because that was the details that the suppliers gave us. So we're having to move about a wee bit, try different things, and then we're going to see some test files today because we're going to be putting something on for Songkran. We know soy 7 is the soy for Songkran, so we're going to be doing that just now. So hard work, but educational.
So this is all trial and error, and that's why we've got the one screen at Hookup at the moment. But once we've got this one sorted, we'll be ready to go for the next ones. We'll do Hedonism next, then A7 DJ, and then Looper and Zombies. But we've got to get the first one right first. As I did say in the previous video, it's not about, you can put the screens up, but it's about the programming. And I think the software is not that, it's some kind of Chinese software, so it's difficult getting used to that. Right guys, now just before we go on to the next place, we're going to go to a chip shop, which is brilliant. It's on Soy 15 and it's next to the Amethyst, the hotel. I just want to mention the A7 hotel. It's quieting down a bit now, but this high season, it's literally been full for most of the high season. But I can see it's quieting down now. It's always a good barometer, always a good indication of how things are when it quietens down in here. But I'm expecting it next month. It's going to be full because of Songkran. It's always full on Songkran. So if you come and stay, if you want to, I'll leave a link in the description. You want to book in the hotel, reasonable rates, bang in the action. Anyway, now let's go on to the Codfather just off Soy 15. Let's go. So looking at the menu here, what I like about this menu is it's quite simple. It's not complicated. There's not a lot on there. It's just your basic thing. You've got a large breakfast, you've got a small breakfast, and then you've got the fish and chip special for 299 baht. That normally places do that on a Friday, fish and chip Friday, but here it's every day. So the same lady who owns this is the lady that owned the one in Alke Metro, also the one we did on Third Road. But with this one, it's completely different. So, I mean, that one was around about 130 baht, 140 baht, I can't really remember, or was it 150 baht? But this one is different, it's double the price. But however, you've got cod and real chips here. So it's completely different. So Martin has gone for the addict and I've gone for the cod. So we're gonna just test both of them, but it is looking very promising. And I've just seen a lady preparing them, and it looks like they are double cooked. So it looks like also she's maybe using beef dripping. It's always a key to real chips to double or triple cook them. First impression there is looks good. I mean, I'm looking at the chips there. Look at that. Oh, those are proper. Wow. Yeah. Oh. Really fluffy on the inside. Okay, so what you've got here for 299 baht, there's the cod. Now, fish and chips is always a weird one in Thailand. We know it's never going to be the same as back home from a chip shop, but they are getting pretty good at it. Nice chips, double cooked chips, mushy peas and some tartar sauce and a lemon. Plus I had some extra curry. Now, what does I'm going to have to put some salt and vinegar on it. Always put the vinegar first. It's my OCD. And then the salt sticks to it. Right, so what we want to do is we want to taste them naturally like that now without anything on them. Let's have a look at the cod. The Codfather. Nice and crispy. There you go, look at that. Okay, let me get this straight from the middle. It's quite flaky. Oh, it's red hot. Oh. That's lovely. That's really nice.
The reason I chose haddock is because haddock is really kind of the #1 fish in the Glasgow chip shop. I don't know, but for some reason we always go for haddock in Scotland. And I tell you what, this haddock is nice. It's got nice texture, Nick. A lot of the fish and chips we went to, they've been like soggy, they fell apart, you know, they're almost like a paste. But if you have a wee look at this, look, you can actually see the flakes, the fish flakes in there.
Yeah.
This really is close to a UK chip shop. I'm going to take one of these chips, maybe dip it in the curry sauce. I'm allowed to double dip because it's my curry sauce. Right, okay. See, this is the beautiful thing about staying in Pattaya. The food options you've got here are excellent. I would say this is up there with some of the best fish and chips. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be coming back here. This is a great place for a date night, fish and chips.
So, what's the final verdict?
I'm going to be controversial here because no one ever likes to say something's the best. But I tell you what, I think right now that is the best fish and chips in Pattaya. You know, you mentioned the price is good. You know, I don't mind the price really if you're getting a good product. But honestly, everything was spot on. The mushy peas, the chips were excellent. The actual texture of the fish was good. Yeah, I'm going to get shot down in flames for saying it's the best. It's the best so far that I've had. That's my point. And I think the portion is very good. They've just got it spot on when it comes to the amount of chips they give you and the size of fish. As you can see, I can't finish it. And I think that's a good thing. If you've left something on your plate, it means that you're full up. On the other hand, Nick's completely devoured it.
Okay, this is quite interesting because here in the bar, it's really nice, light and airy. You've got a couple of pool tables, but also they've got some guest rooms, and the prices range from 1,000 baht up to 1,500 baht. So interesting because opposite you've got the amethyst, which is quite expensive. I think that's around about 4,000 plus a night. But right opposite here, you can get it down to as little as 1,000 baht a night. It's got aircon, fridge, fan, everything you need. So here you go, is a price. Now, the price is difference between low season and high season. For example, here, daily in the low season is 1,000 baht, and weekly is 6,300. Yeah, 6,300, that's quite good. But in the high season, it goes up to 10,500 and 1,500 per day. So, but they all look brand new, and it's all been renovated. So I think it's a good price. Oh, controversial there from Martin. I tend to stay away from that myself. However, that's going to take some beating, guys. It is very good. And also the price is right at 299 baht for haddock and cod. Very, very nice place. I've actually just met Tuktar as well, the owner of it and the owner of the one on Third Road. Very nice lady. She showed around the rooms, the guest rooms, huge rooms, and controversial from Martin saying that, but I think he genuinely means it. This is somewhere you've got to try, guys, and it's right in central Pattaya. You can just walk here. You're not far from if you're from the action. So opposite the Amethist, is that right? And just here, guys, Moggy's and the Codfather, absolutely brilliant. Definitely worth coming. Look over here, man. Yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to Bubpha Bar and have a bit of a chat about it. Come on, let's go inside. Ooh. No lights. Now, I've been asked a lot of questions about this place since we took it over. Now, it did say that on the video what we made back in, was it January? Yeah, back in early January. I did say that we're going to start it after Songkran. It's probably going to be about May or June when we start it. But this is a good thing because this is giving us time to sit back and actually think about what we're going to do. Because obviously we're going to use the old space. That's the idea. That's why we took all the land on. And I think we're going to start, it's going to be about June, but we've been coming up with these ideas and what we want. And obviously, since we've sort of been thinking about this, we've sort of gone higher and higher what we want to achieve. And I'm hoping Martin can play a video over this at the moment. And this is the sort of style, but similar. I'm not saying it's going to be this, but kind of similar. So it's basically like posh, plush, should I say, not posh, plush. Nice aircon, nice LEDs, a kind of hybrid bar come nightclub. Neither, if you see what I mean, it's a hybrid. Like a Coyote would be an hybrid between an go-go and a bar. But this is going to be a hybrid between a nightclub and a bar. But it's not going to be a nightclub. So this is what I mean about it sort of gets bigger. And this building here, there's sort of bedrooms in there at the moment, but that'll come down as well. So literally the space is to this wall here. And all this will go out. And then behind that, you've got toilets. So plumbing is already in, that's a good thing. So we'll keep the toilets there. And the idea is, because we've got to start putting in for the license now, the planning permission. It's not called planning permission here. But the key is, you get the design done, you then get it approved, and then you have to stick to that plan. You can't veer away from the plan. As long as you don't veer away from it and you stick to the plan, you'll be okay. Now, we've had this for almost 3 months. It'll be 3 months by the end of this month, next week. And it's been a bit of a, just keeping it as it is, it's been a bit of a learning curve for us. We've had some problems, but we were always going to change it anyway. But it's been good practice for us in certain business models that is not our business model. So we've had a real good look at it. We've had a real sort of go at it, but we were always going to change it. But, that was the plan with the new building. And I'd say sometimes it's been difficult. The last couple of weeks here has been really good. It started off really good, and then it went sort of down, and now it's gone back up again. It's kind of strange. We have got a lot of new staff in here now as well. A lot of sort of freelancers, if you call it that. But that's going to change. That's going to change. We've been developing more in our recruitment, and we're starting to get good results now throughout. So we had to kind of go that way first before we can come this way, if you see what I mean. Because I can open businesses, bars all over the place. The problem is staffing. That is the big issue. So we've had to concentrate on the staffing side in the last sort of 3 months. I'm not just talking about here, I'm talking about the bars in general. And now we are sort of on top of that. And this is now on to the next stage, which, somewhere like this, it's going to need a lot of staff when it's open. That's it, guys. We've been quite busy recently with the sign and doing other things. Now we're moving on to this. So, bit of a short video today, but that chippy was absolutely fantastic. And let me know in the comments about names for the new place. I'm thinking 7th Heaven. Let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one. Bye.